We are about set to go here. Sticks tapping on the bench, and we're underway here at the Arctic Edge Center. And
Cameron Bickford is just such a good puck carrier. When he gets a few crossovers coming out of behind his own net, look out, because he's got some speed.
Singer's behind the net now. This is Hollander holding on to it. Forehands it back behind the net. Going to be intercepted and taken back by Midland. Now turned over in front, and a shot by Hollander is going to be deflected just wide. Wrapped around as Davison puts a big hit on. Shot from the point, deflected, and they score!
He speaks too soon.
And Jack Royer, the defenseman from the point, lets one go. It caught a body in the slot and evades Brendan Culbertson Bond, and quickly it's 1-0 Midland here.
Just come in onto the net, just completely unobstructed from the puck carrier.
Here's Secor with a power move walking in, and he's denied out front by Nahil Vayan. And now the Sooners going to regroup here. It's Bickford on the blue line.
That's a good idea there by the Sooners.
Secor wrists one in. Score! That puck had eyes, and Alex Secor has tied the game on the power play. A slow wrist shot from just north of the faceoff dot is going to beat Nahil Vayan to bring this one knotted up at 1 goal apiece.
I was just about to say, the Sooners had a good idea there by setting up a tip-in front of the net, but in what looked like the high slot by Will Blake. I don't know if he was the last Sooner to touch that puck. I think it hit something that threw off the Midland netminder, but as it stands, we've got a tie hockey game. Good idea and good execution there by the Sooners. Just can't quite get enough of that puck to get a good shot on by Secord.
Here's Payne with some speed. He'll cut towards the slot. His shot's going to score! I thought it was gloved at first by Vayan, but Nate Payne gives the Sooners the lead.
Well, after a pretty rough first outing for the power play, next two power plays, next 2 goals by the Sooners, going into the locker room up 2-1. That's a pretty good way to start off the new year.
In the first game of this 3-game set for the Sooners, all against different opponents. Tonight here against the Midland Warriors, they carry a 2-1 lead here as Cameron Bickford carries the puck into the offensive zone. And now in front for Glass. He'll walk out in front with the shot. Deflected and going to be held on to by a diving Nahil Vayan. Lots of pressure here from the Sooners attack.
Now, Will Blake sort of made his presence felt in front of the netminder Vayan's eyes.
Sooners recover the puck here. Here's a good chance for Nicholas Evans, the speedy freshman. Walks in on his forehand. Dog from behind, and he scores! Nicholas Evans, the puck deflected off a defender's skate and in. And as he fell to the ice, the Sooners freshman scores another one. It's 3-1 Oklahoma.
Evans just takes it himself. There was not a white jersey within 100 feet of him. He was all alone in that Midland defensive zone, takes a shot, gets a very good bounce off of a Midland stick, goes right through Vayan's 5-hole. That's a nice way to get into this second period.
Secor in the slot for Blake, couldn't get a shot off, now finds Payne. Payne, long pass for Secor, scores! Alex Secor, second of the game, and the Sooners have a 4-1 lead late in the second.
That was a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful play on the power play by the Sooners. Fantastic. Secord with a cannon of a shot.
We're back underway for the final 20 minutes of part 1 of 3 of the battle at the edge for the Sooners. Number 10, Illinois State tomorrow. Number 1, Minot State on Sunday. And away comes Bickford off the draw, looking for Secord. Couldn't quite get in his wheelhouse. The Sooners quickly back to the play here. Here's Glass with a shot that goes wide. Colton Wright bringing it up on his forehand side. His shot blocked by Hunter Howe, and Culbertson Bond has to detect a funny bounce. He'll hang on to that one, no problem.
So, yeah, we are entering I'm more of a Pepsi person, but...
Score! Off the draw, Cameron Bickford!
Apparently Cameron Bickford is a Pepsi person too. What a shot!
And this one has been blown wide open now halfway through the third period. Cameron Bickford gets his 3rd point of the game. There, Swearingen crashing into a man behind the boards. He may have met his match size-wise there as away on the Bronx with the breakaway. Here comes Zach Weber down the ice. His shot scores! Zach Weber right down Broadway has brought the Warriors within 3. A broken play on the 4-on-4, and I believe they may retain some power play time out of this as well.
Well, they needed that.
It comes, Wisely on the power play. He'll drive into the zone, dogged by Carson Bassett. Taken down hard by Bassett is Wisely. He's able to get back up, get a stick to his hands, and another Warrior goes down behind the play. That one, Logan Watton, a bit slower to get up. Now he drags out in front and scores! Logan Watton has brought the Warriors within 2 on the power play. And we have a hockey game again here at the Arctic Edge Arena with just under 7 to play.
Keep an eye out for Coach Arvanitis to burn his timeout here. It looked like the Sooners defense just forgot that there were a couple of Warriors sitting behind them. Culbertson Bond was a sitting duck in his crease.
But in, away goes Secor with some space. Secor driving in, tries to get to his backhand, pushed off the puck, but he does recover. Away comes Bickford. Now Secor's quick shot gloved and held on to by Nahil Veyan. Bickford arriving on the scene. Payne walking, letting a wrist shot go that's blocked in front of Stinger that got, I believe, Wisely. Now a shot from Secor goes off the back of the iron. Looking for the hat trick, not quite there, just a few inches away from it. Extended as they win the draw back. Reyes and Howe on the power play here. Quick shot off the draw. Funky bounce there, confused Veyan, but it's going to trickle out of the zone as Hunter Howe put down by a big hit from Zach Eddington. Welcome to the ACHA, Hunter Howe. That's behind the net now. Olsen looks for me in the slot. Bickford again, Johnny on the spot. Brent that one. Quick shot, scores! Zach Weber has fit one in. Somehow banked off of the shoulder of Culbertson Bond, and we have a 1-goal hockey game with 2:25 to go.
Sometimes the goaltender just assumes when a player is skating past his net, he can just kind of relax on the post and maybe give it a little space, maybe cheats to the other side of the net. But sometimes if a player sees that, he can make the goaltender pay for it and just take a shot. It's not a very high percentage play, but it works. I've seen it work tons of times, and unfortunately it went against the Sooners there.
Veyan starting to cheat towards his own bench a little bit, keeping an eye for the coach to call him over. Here comes Wisely in the zone, plays it to his backhand, tries to put it back in the bumper spot for Chun, who's not there, and now Blake walking away with an empty net. William Blake, long shot, bullseye, and the Sooners have iced this one away 6-4. With a minute 5 to go, barring a Midland miracle, the Sooners have put this one away in the win column. Drives them with 17, now 16 to go. In deep for Secord. Secord holds the puck along the wall, trying to let the time run away here. He pins it to the boards for Shearer. Back to the point for Wisely. Wisely across one more time for Royer. Royer shot deflected wide. 3 seconds left on the clock. 2-1. A slap shot deflected in front, and the Sooners have survived a big comeback attempt from the Midland Warriors. One last shot on goal detected by Culbertson Bond. And with a 6-4 decision, the Oklahoma Sooners have started off 2023 on the right foot. We will see them play again tomorrow at the same time against the number 10 team in the ACHA, the Illinois State Redbirds.